What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome back to Oblivion Remastered. So, in between episodes, I did clear out the things I found on our way to Wayne and Priory. I cleared out the Crumbling Mine, for Ash, Yellowtick Cave, and for Empire. I didn't get any new loot, so to speak of, but I did get a couple level ups. We're sitting at level 4 now, so we're getting up there. It's pretty good. I did some things to our stats. We got 80 strength, 32 intelligence now up from 30, 49 agility, and I got our endurance up to 75. I haven't touched any of the other stats yet, but we will be. So for this episode, we had options. We have a couple quests, literally only 2 for now. We have Find the Air and Pilgrimage. This is the Knights of the Nine quest. I'm not going to do that just yet. What I do want to do before we get too deep into the world of Cyrodiil is hit up the Imperial City, because I don't want to get bogged down and overwhelmed with our inventory space, and we're at like 358 out of 400, so we got to do something about that. And there's also a quest line I want to begin inside here too, which is the Arena District. So we will first up go to the Market District. We'll check out some stores, do some shopping, at least sell up things in our inventory that we don't need. One thing I know for a fact I want to purchase while we're here would be repair hammers. Because I'm not going to be paying a store to... Why would I pay a store to repair my shit when I can just do it myself, right? Sometimes you'll see all these NPCs standing talking and it gets really overwhelming, so just interrupt them if you can.
We will comply with the Watch's orders. The Aetius family will stay clear of the Syntavs if they stay clear of us.
Oh, what's going on there? You got some kind of family feud going on?
I agree with the Watch Captain. This Aetius Syntav feud has gone on long enough. I can control my people. I hope Enil can control his.
Too bad I can't ask you about that. You have any rumors?
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried.
You can teach me how to fall
So
off.
what about
My
you?
name is
You know what's
Alicia
going on with all
Otis,
that?
and I'd like to talk about the 9 divines.
I bet you would. Have you considered talking about your Lord and
has
Savior?
blessed our city and all its people.
Don't run from
Visit
the Lord.
the Temple of the One and renew your faith.
I'll think about it.
I think we're in for some hard times.
I was hoping that she might have some
Of course.
unique dialogue for
Can I
us.
help you? Barnado and Morrow Rufus, they don't get along. I don't understand it. I just make the armor and keep it in good shape.
Interesting, you're an armorer.
Othil from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Ailes. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Interesting.
Take care.
Camp Ailes, huh?
One more coin.
Oh, there
Thank
you
you,
go.
kind.
Now, beggars are usually a really good source of information in cities, so let's see what she has for us.
If I had a question about heavy armor, I'd probably ask Varnado at the best defense.
And the hint there is that there are skill trainers here in Oblivion, and
Samuel's wife.
we know where that one for heavy
I'm
armor
glad
is now.
he's settled down to training in the quiet life. There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
That's going to add a location. That's our first
Easy.
quest that we've gotten
What
from
can I do for you?
asking NPCs about little rumors.
Adahorn Castle near Coral is besieged by marauders. I wish I could go and save them.
Thank you very much. That's 2 for us. Perfect. So this ways we have the Rindia's staff, speaks for itself. We have Edgar's discount spells, also self-explanatory. Here we have Divine Elegance. They sell clothing goods, I believe. That's Mystic Emporium for mages. That's Slash and Smash. That's obviously run by an orc, and it's a weapons store. The Gilded Cast and the Best Defense. So let's start with the Best Defense. The Office of Imperial Commerce is where you can buy a house. The one on the waterfront is actually really cheap. That will be the first one we get. But for now, I would like to talk to some of you guys.
I handle the heavy armor at the Best Defense. I'm also an advanced trainer in heavy armor, so I know what I'm talking about.
I bet you do. Before we go to
I can show you
any
some
of
new
this,
things.
we do not have the coin to even do it one time from you, but that will change very shortly. I'm not going to use you to repair anything. You have any rumors for us?
The assassinations. What else is there to talk about? Perfectly planned and executed. The blades perfectly useless. A complete disaster. Have a look around. You won't
So
find better
let us
prices at
sell
all,
up.
Tamriel.
I'm gonna keep the bear pelt because we're gonna use that for a Daedric quest. He has some interesting goodies here. I mean, we can't afford any of them, but still. The Fortify Blade on self, Fortify Blunt on self, Fortify Heavy Armor on self, and Drain Luck on self. That will be useful if we can get it. This costs 93 for the steel boots, 355 for the steel cuirass. Oh, he has a full steel set here. Okay, let's see what we can sell up, and let's see if we can eventually afford that. I'll sell the ruby, sapphire, topaz.
You got a great deal there.
Can
You
go.
got a great deal there. That's a good deal. That's more than I'd usually pay.
That's that bartering skill going up in the background. We have plenty of things
You've made a good
to
bit of gold, a good price
peddle
for a
to
good
this guy.
customer. That's a fair deal.
lots and lots of things to peddle to this guy. I'm keeping the
got a
soul
great deal
gems
there.
because I'm gonna
That seems a fair
show you
price.
guys how to get a pretty cool sword. It has permanent soul trap on it, which just lets you re-enchant all your goodies. It's very useful, so
That
we'll
seems a fair
get that
price.
eventually. If I have steel bow and steel arrows, then let's drop the iron bow and the iron arrows. Need those.
That seems a fair price.
That's 700. Short sword
That
gone.
seems a fair price.
And get the steel war axe gone. We'll keep the wolf pelt. And so now we might be able to afford that steel set. So the cuirass is 33. Let's see. So iron gives us 6 defense, and the cuirass gives us also 6 defense. And it weighs more. So what would be the point in getting steel, I wonder? Just for aesthetics? 2 defense, 2 defense. It seems like it's the same stat-wise, but that wouldn't really make sense to me. We'll get the steel gauntlets for sure. And then I'm gonna test something.
Thank you.
I wonder if the
Bye.
it goes up when it's actually in my inventory because of my level. So this is 2. We equip it. Yeah, no, that just straight up steel armor is the same as iron armor. Interesting. Well,
I
alas.
offer the finest goods and lowest prices
You
in
take the
all.
fur gauntlets, and because I'm not convinced on that, let me at least buy the steel cube. Because surely it can't just straight up be the same, right? It weighs a little bit more, but it offers no extra defense.
Tell your friend.
Let's see.
Take care.
Well, it looks way better, so I'm glad that we purchased that. If nothing more than for the aesthetics.
Yes.
Have another. You
Only
take your.
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
You can take that back, and now at least we're in a full heavy
Tell
set,
your
right?
friends about me.
Oh,
Look at
what
my
was his
wares.
shield like?
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
8 defense versus 7. Okay, so the shield is better at least. We'll take
I'll
that
let
too.
that go. Come back and see me again.
I just realized I don't
Look
have to
around.
tab in and out like
You
that.
won't find better prices.
Sell it while
Another
it's equipped.
satisf- Bye.
Okay, now let's get that shield on. Perfect.
The best defense, that's me, Morrow Rufus. Light armor.
Okay, so you peddle light armor. Not interested in that. But
Only
I'm
quality
interested to
goods
see
for
if you
sale
perhaps
here.
have any repair
What can I
hammers.
interest you in?
Maybe 10 for now.
Tell you off.
Perfect.
Good day.
I will indeed perhaps tell my friends about you. Let's go down to the repair hammer. There we go. Get all this stuff leveled up. Perfect. Free armory XP2 is always good.
Good to see
Like I
you.
said, once that gets to about
Isn't idle
50, then you're really cooking with gas there. Your things will break hardly ever.
Take care.
I think eventually, once you get your armor level up, your armor will literally need to be repaired like once every couple hours, whereas now, for right now at least, it's like once every couple dungeons. But that will not last forever.
Herbal Grove Slash and Smash, the big orc weapons shop. Big weapons for big heroes.
How did I know Slash and Smash would be owned by an orc?
Quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
What are you selling, my friend? Iron longsword, iron short sword, steel mace, steel short sword. Well, he doesn't have a steel longsword, and I'm not switching to a short, so that kind of fucks over what I wanted to do here.
Enough talk.
I would agree. You have nothing I want. Now, there's no reason to go to the commerce yet because we just don't have the coin that we need.
How are you?
Edgar's. And then we'll go check out the other side of the market district too, because there's a whole gang of different stores here. There's the inn right there if you want to take a rest. Fighting Chance is another good weapon vendor, so we'll dip in here first before we go to the arena. I'd like to give myself the best fighting chance for that questline if possible.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers.
Let's see.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
If you have a steel longsword, you indeed do. I will take that off your hands immediately. You can take my iron longsword. Perfect trade. What else? What else do we need to do here? Do you sell, or do you buy, rather? You do not. Okay.
I appreciate your bill. Bye.
Let's find somewhere that we can dip into. Sell those amulets that we've been holding on to. Red diamond jewelry. You will definitely be willing to buy my silver goodies. I got a couple amulets and rings from those dungeons we cleared, so get these out.
Dull Groshug always seems at ease in light armor. He moves well in it.
That's another tip for a trainer.
Have a look around.
Alright, there we go.
Won't find better prices.
Now we'll peddle the jewelry.
You've
This should
made
get
a
us a
good bit of gold.
decent chunk of gold back up for us.
A fine transaction.
And carry weight is way down at 187 out of 400 now, so we don't have to worry about that ever again, which is very good.
Another
And that puts us in a great spot to go ahead to the arena. The beauty of the arena questline is actually, not only do you get XP for your sword and shield and all that stuff while you're chopping away fighting, but you also get, I think, 200 to 400 gold every time you complete a fight at the higher ranks. And there's a cool little side quest that we can pick up there too. You can also gamble if you would care to.
Hello there. Welcome to the arena. I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. I know all the regulars, believe me. If you're looking to join the arena as a
This guy looks like he knows all the local methamphetamine dealers too.
If you're here to bet on a fight, on the other
It's in the
hand,
eyes.
you're talking to the right man. There are matches all day long from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a lot of chances to fill your purse with coin. So what do you say? You want to bet on a match?
Not right now, but I would actually like to become an arena combatant.
If, by any chance, you're interested in actually fighting in the arena, you need to head down to the Bloodworks and speak with Owen, the Blade Master. Just head through the door here on my right and take the stairs down. Be on your best behavior, though. Owen is a bit cranky by nature.
Important to note that he said his right, not your right. Your right would take you to the arena to spectate. His right takes you to the Bloodworks. We'll get some arena matches going here for some free coin, and also make sure you talk to the orc down here. A lot of these will just not be willing to talk to us yet.
Oh, hey there. Nice to make your acquaintance. Well, my name's not important, really. I'm a combatant in the arena, gladiator rank. The arena is the bloody jewel of the Imperial City. It's where all the best fighters from all over the Empire come to test their skills. If you think you've got what it takes, go talk to Owen, the Blade Master. You'll find him in the Bloodworks day and night.
This is where I would want to come if I wanted to prove myself.
She doesn't deal with combatants unless they want to challenge the Grand Champion.
We're a long ways from doing that, so...
Farewell, my friend.
And here's the Grand Champion. An orc, to no surprise.
Hail, friend. I don't believe I've ever seen you down here in the Bloodworks before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Agranak Gromalag. Most people just call me the Grey Prince. It's kind of silly, I know, but the people of Cyrodiil need heroes. I'm more than happy to oblige.
I think gladiators were kind of a thing of legend in the Roman Empire, and that is, of course, what the Imperials are based on, is the Romans.
Yes, it's what everyone calls me. I guess I'm partly to blame. I have never made it a secret that I'm actually only half orc. I am a lord's son, yet I've been denied the noble privilege to which I'm entitled. So I have become the Grey Prince, noble in my own right. Still, if I could prove who I really am and show the world that an orc can be noble in blood as well as deed, maybe, yes, you could help me.
I would be interested. Tell me more.
I grew up here in the Imperial City, but I was born elsewhere. My mother was a servant in the employ of Lord Leviticus and resided at his fortress. Lady Leviticus was a shrew of a woman. The Lord and my mother grew close and ultimately fell in love. I was the result of their union. When the lady learned of my birth, she was furious and threatened to kill both my mother and me. So we fled, leaving my claim to nobility behind.
Please go on.
My mother died recently. Before she passed, she gave me this key and told me it would unlock the truth at the place of my birth, Crowhaven. Crowhaven is a ruined fort far to the west of here. I'd go myself, but my training regimen doesn't allow for the luxury of such an excursion. My friend, you must travel to Crowhaven and use the key to unlock whatever it is that holds the proof of my birthright. Find this proof and return it to me, and I'll share with you some of my finest combat techniques. Trust me, you can't learn these moves in a book.
I believe you. You gotta know what to do to some degree, right? You're Grand Champion after all. Iron Claymores around here. So we can't talk to the Battle Matron, that's Isabeau. It's the Yellow Team Champion, not the Grand Champion.
Here, weakling. Why don't you go someplace more your speed? Like the Mages Guild.
Good one.
I'm a busy man.
Here's Owen, this the Blade Master.
I don't know who you are, friend, but you've got about 10 seconds to tell me what you're doing in my bloodworks before I lop your arms off.
I believe he probably could too. He's a Bren. He's definitely good with a blade.
You what? You want to be a combatant? Look at you! My granny could beat you, and she's dead.
And she's dead.
What is it with you people? You walk in, want to be combatants, and your entrails end up decorating my red room. All right, it's your funeral. Welcome to the arena, you filthy pit dog. You're free to fight so long as you know the rules of competition. Now let me give you your battle raiment. It's the uniform of all arena combatants. Do you want a light raiment or a heavy raiment?
Definitely the heavy raiment.
Here, wear it proudly. And keep it in good condition, would you? That way I can give it to some other suicidal idiot after you're dead.
Well, I might surprise
Let me know
you.
when you're ready for a match, and we can get this over with.
I'm ready as ever, but I guess beforehand I should probably ask him what the rules of the competition are.
You fight for the blue team. You fight against the yellow team. In order to fight in the arena, you must wear an arena battle raiment. The battle raiment covers your entire body. You can use your own helmet, shield, and weapon, so choose those items wisely. The battle raiment's already enchanted, so you can't muck with it. But aside from that, anything goes. Magic, stealth, whatever you need to win. You can compete in the arena any day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Just come to me, tell me you're ready for a match, and away you'll go. Got it? Good. If you actually manage to win a fight, don't get any ideas about looting your opponent's corpse. That's strictly forbidden.
And that's very unfortunate that we can't loot, because there's going to be some good warriors in here with some good shit. I wonder if he has any rumors.
I heard a rumor that you're an idiot. Any truth to that?
I suppose I should have expected that. Can you tell me anything about the Grand Champion?
The reigning Grand Champion is Agranacro Malog. His fighting name is the Great Prince. He's an orc. Well, half-orc, actually, or so they say. The important thing is he's been Grand Champion for nearly a decade. Why? Because nobody's had the guts to face him. The Great Prince is unbeatable. At least that's what the people of Cyrodiil have come to believe. Maybe it's time someone stepped into that arena and proved them wrong.
Maybe. Well, he's not going to let us fight until we put the raiment on, so let's tab over here. It's 9, but it also takes all your slots. It takes your hands, greaves, all that stuff. It gets rid of it all. But we have personality and athletics, so it's not great fortification-wise, but we needed to fight, so
to Mama yet, huh?
we got a couple fights in
That's
here.
a good sign. So, you ready for a match, or do you just need some information?
I am definitely ready for a match.
All right, maggot. Looks like you're suited up in your battle raiment and all set to go. The red room is just over there. When you're ready to get eviscerated, just head up the ramp to the arena. Good luck, and may Azura have mercy on your soul.
I might surprise you, friend. Alright, so one last thing to add. It is worth noting that you definitely want to save right before you go through this door, because it is very possible for the gate to bug and just not open when you're on the other side of this. So make sure you drop a save before you come through. Just in case. Bethesda jank is a hell of a drug. Let's get our first taste of the arena.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. For this match, we've got some fresh meat, 2 brand new pit dogs. So let's not waste any time. Let the battle begin!
Let's see what he has for us. I'm allowed to use magic, so I'll definitely use it to heal up when I need to. Go on, swing. Throw my stamina back here a little. And we are the winner.
A winner! All hail the combatant from the blue
Are you not entertained?
victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
And if you want all your health back, I mean, I'm abusing the damage I'm taking here to level up my restoration. But if you did want to just get a free level up on the other side of these fights, then you just go down here and use this Basin of Renewal. You wash the grammar battle from your body and feel completely rejuvenated, and that literally heals every single person up in the barracks. I'm not sure why it applies to everybody, but there you go.
I'm a busy man. By the 9 divines, you did it. You actually won. You ain't so bad after all, pit dog. You may even survive enough matches to advance in rank. Here, kid. This is your payout for the victory. There's more where that came from.
So for now, we're only getting 50 gold a win, but
Unwind before your next fight.
eventually we're going to get a couple hundred each win, so...
Okay, so you're not a complete loser. Don't get cocky. Let me know when you're ready for a match and you can prove yourself to me some more.
Definitely ready.
Now that's the spirit. You give the people of Cyrodiil a good show, and I'll make sure you get a decent burial.
He definitely loves his job, Owen, doesn't he? Yeah, so we're just going to do a couple rounds of this, get some gold and XP under our belt, and then I'll probably go check out the Grey Prince's quest. We should be able to do that at level 4. And then I'll probably use his quest to wrap the episode up to get a nice introduction to the arena. It's important to do his quest before you end up facing him as Grand Champion if you want a unique ending to that quest line. Or you could just challenge him and fight his ass. Both work.
Who will prevail? The pit dog from the yellow team or the pit dog from the blue team? Let's find out.
I do have another media recommendation for you guys. I have started watching Mobland, the new Guy Ritchie show. It is on Paramount Plus. It's got
Am I supposed to be
T.S. Brosnan in it, the guy who used to play James Bond. It has Tom Hardy in it, the guy from Venom, and well, a whole bunch of stuff. It reminds me a lot of Sons of Anarchy. If you enjoyed Sons of Anarchy and shows like that, you will definitely enjoy Mobland. Gonna kite him a little while I get my stamina back. fresh out of stamina here, so we're gonna back up and let that regen a little.
Take that!
Give him a big heavy attack. Back him up. Athletics mastery increased. Why jog when you can sprint? Has always been your motto. Now the miles of running and hours of swimming have paid off. You are an apprentice of athletics. You no longer regenerate less fatigue while running.
Do your worst. Good people.
Fatigue, obviously, is just how quickly your green bar there regenerates. Which is very useful to get buffed up.
Blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
But yeah, Mobland would definitely recommend checking that one out. It's pretty good. That's it's probably up there in, well, I've only watched 2 episodes, so I'm not gonna say it's up there in the favorite shows I've ever watched, but it's a very interesting concept. I think you guys would appreciate that. If you appreciated Sons of Anarchy or those kind of gritty crime shows. Like Sons of Anarchy and Peaky Blinders is probably what I would compare it to.
Okay, so you did it again. What do you want from me, a hug? Take your gold and get out of my face, pit dog.
How many more do we have to do before we level up inside here?
You must be downright determined to get yourself killed, huh?
Okay, we'll do one more fight. Then I'll jump us on over to the Great Prince's questline. I'll probably be able to sneak another level outside the, I'm not sure what this white substance is, but it ain't blood. I'll let you decide for yourself what you think that looks like. Gotta get one more here. We're a little low leveled to be progressing too far through this quest line, but I did just want to show you guys. This is one of the guilds here. Instead of, well, I was gonna say instead of the Fighters Guild, like in Skyrim, you have the arena here, but you also have the Fighters Guild here too. So
the stakes are high. Pit dogs, show us what you're made of.
Let's get it. Where's that good friend here using a bow, huh?
You're pathetic.
Give the crowd what they want, just chop them to bits. Interestingly enough, there's no penalty to swing in when you're fatigued, but your attacks do less damage, but there's no penalty, you can just keep chopping away.
Good people, we have a winner. All hail the combatant from the blue team.
Almost at 50 blade, and at 50 is where we're going to get a unique perk. Kind of how our athletics just leveled up, and we got the fatigue regeneration perk while we're running. Well, every time you get those milestones, like, I believe it's 20, 50, 80, and then 100, but I could be wrong on that. Definitely at 50, you're going to get a unique debuff that applies to your heavy attacks. At least with swords. I'm not sure how it is with bows and all that stuff.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're no longer a pit dog. That's right. You've actually advanced in rank. Congratulations, brawler.
And there's our first rank up. That is all I wanted here, so we'll head on out now. We go over to our quests. The Origin of the Great Prince is right there. Let's take a gander at that stuff. We will, of course, save, and we do need to re-equip our goodies. As the arena stuff unequips all your goodies. I wish there was just like a fast switch between loadouts or something for us, but what can you do? Alright, let's see where his hometown is. It is right here on the edge, but luckily we have this fast travel in Crowhaven, so it won't take us too long to hop and skip over there. Kvatch is where we're going for Martin, so we need to make sure we give that somewhat of a wide berth so we don't get sucked into that accidentally. The load in here might be a little choppy, but we should be okay. What do we have? Baroda Cave. It's like we have one place to stop to grab the location on our way, but the horse will make this way faster to get there, so have any reason to mess around with the video editing and cutting up on our way there, 'cause it's just a quick hop and a skip. Now you can run into highwaymen on the road here. And I think when he just got ambushed by, what is it, an animal? Yeah, it's a wolf. Be careful not to hit the Imperial Legion soldier while you're fighting that. He will aggro, and then you will have to pay a bounty or kill his ass. I believe the only way to avoid getting a bounty for murder is if you kill all the witnesses, but of course that requires its own little killing spree going forward. I'll grab the Atrine camp waypoint too on our way. It's right here. It's good to grab all these as you run into them, just so you can come back whenever you want. A lot of this stuff I'll just do off camera. I won't waste you guys' time with this. Unless, let me know down in the comments if you would actually like me to take the time to grab all of these open world things and actually clear them on camera. Because if you would like me to do that, then I totally will. I'm sure we can have fun with that, hanging out and doing the open world stuff. But in general, I usually leave all that stuff out of the way. I know I just took a real big detour to get these two waypoints, but I don't like running away from them, because when I run away from them, then I forget that there, and then I'll never do them. But once we get this discovered, I'll beeline up to this bleak mine, and then I can just dip straight back to where we were going. As long as I have them in general, a general location, then I'll always be able to come back just fine. It's only a problem when I don't have the general location. So when I come back here, the ones off in the distance will be able to pick that up whenever I come back, so that's not an issue. I really do think the remake here is quite beautiful. And the Grey Prince there actually has a pretty interesting storyline, which is why I'm including this in the video. And again, you do get a unique ending to the Arena Guild questline. You do this first. It gives you a unique little way to become Grand Champion if you decide on a certain outcome of this quest. And there's some nasty shit inside here too that you want to be very careful with. You are not shooting arrows at my horse. Stop that. Shoot me, you buck. Your horse can die in this game, by the way, so totally be cautious with that.
Oh!
Oh. I was way too convinced about killing my horse. Sneaky hidden chest. We have some cure disease now, so I don't have to worry too much about the wolves. I believe the thing I aggroed is above us, so we'll get to him in a second. I am looking for goodies right now. There he is. Block that up. Drop him down. I mentioned in, I think episode 1, that the sword and board fantasy here is quite good. It's really satisfying. If you like the idea of being a knight with a sword and shield, then the combat in this game is actually quite good. If you don't, and you want really like smooth animations and action and stuff, you might not enjoy it as much as you otherwise would, but in general, I think the combat here is really good. It's really fun. Actually, much more fluid than Skyrim is now, thanks to the remake. I have entered Crowhaven. Somewhere inside, I will unlock the truth that Agranak Gromalog is searching for. I should be cautious, however. The fort has long since lost its noble trappings, and the presence of evil is unmistakable. So we will take the quest log's advice and proceed with caution. Let this come one at a time. There's no reason not to just walk around sneak in here when you first get into a fort, because every step you take is just free stealth XP, so we're definitely going to need that for the other guild stuff. He's gonna see us inevitably eventually, but if you want to make it easier, by the way, then press caps on PC. Not sure what it is on controller, but then you'll be stealth. You make way less noise when you do it with super slow walk, so just a quick little buff to your stealth capabilities if you walk all slow like that. Up that for the mysticism. Yeah, the lighting and the new graphics and visuals here, it makes such a good atmosphere in the dungeons, like the glowing candles in these crevices. Really good. You won't be giving me whatever disease or rabies you are about to infect me with, you little shit. Belted vest won't be good for us, but I'll definitely take every lockpick I ever come across. We might get away with not having to run into Shady Sam to buy 6,000 lockpicks, since the rhythm-based lockpicking is a thing here. Maybe I should make its own video on that to show how I lockpick in this game, because I imagine a lot of people struggle with the lockpicking here if they don't already know how to do that. We will take that down path. Check in here first. Always gold or some goodies around. Might actually be beelining. Okay, we need a key for that. Oh, we already had it. Never mind. I was gonna say we might actually need to take this a little more cautiously and go the other way first if we need a key, but I forgot he gave us one. Lots of red candles here, and there's definitely a certain tone to this place so far. Sneak on around. Something almost saw me. That's the guy that almost saw me.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
So we're going to attempt... Oh, never mind. You can hear him hissing at us.
I have not eaten in decades. You will be my feast.
I assure you I shan't. Now he's clearly a vampire, Lord Leviticus there. Hasn't eaten in decades. He's living down here in squalor. He's literally wearing rags. Got a jade necklace. Vampire dust, obviously, because of who he is and what he is. Those big glowing red eyes. And he did say he was half orc, but he didn't really specify to us what the other half was. Let's go see if we can find some kind of proof of his birth. That's what he wanted us to do in the first place here, right? That's why he sent us here. Opening these real fast to see if any of them are skill books. Some of them can be. I don't remember all the names of the skill books though, so... That's the first time I missed a pick this game, I think. The Empire Guide to Leyland and Parchment. Empty chest. Take all that. The steel arrows will be good if we ever decide to mess with archery in the meantime. Alright, so here we have Journal of the Lord Leviticus. Entry 1. Beauty, pure and sublime. That is the only way to accurately describe my love, the maiden Gro Malog. True, the orcs of Tamriel are often vilified by the other citizens of the Empire, and rarely would they be considered a pleasure to look upon. So, is my maiden looked of a rare breed of orc, unlike the rest of her kin in physical appearance? Nay. In fact, she is the perfect representative of her race. Green skin, muscular frame, and all. But beautiful she is, all the same. For who am I to judge? Who am I to criticize when so many would condemn my very existence? I can only hope my love is as understanding when she learns of my unique condition, for I have yet to reveal that most precious of secrets. Entry 2. Damn the politics of my station, taxation and trade negotiations, and meeting with disingenuous aristocrats. It's sometimes enough to make me regret my birthright altogether. I've spent the latter half of my life hiding my identity, guarding my secret. But now I am faced with an even greater challenge, for if word were to get out that I have fallen in love with a servant, and an orc no less, I would be all but ruined. Such is the life of the Cyrodiilic nobleman. Entry 3. Curse me for a coward, but I have not yet found the strength to tell my beloved Luktov the truth. Perhaps it's for the best, for what benefit is there in her knowing? She would share all my fears, but none of my abilities. Her life would become one of doubt and uncertainty. Still, if she is to spend her remaining mortal days with me, she has the right to know the truth. Entry 4. Joy and exultation. She is with child. My beloved Luktov is carrying my child. The midwives predict a boy, and we have already settled on the name Agranach. In truth, I never realized such miracles were even possible, but the divines have granted us their blessing, and so shall it be. I must wonder, of course, if my dear child will share in my dark gift. Only time will tell. Entry 5. Tonight the truth will be revealed. I will tell my beloved Luktov everything. She will know who and what I am, and we will decide how best to raise the precious child that grows in her womb. Entry 6. Betrayal, foul and loathsome harlot. How dare Luktov question my motives, question the love I have for my own unborn child, when she learned the truth, that I, the Lord Leviticus, am no longer human, that I have walked Tamriel as a vampire for the past 200 years, how quickly she judged me. So, I am a monster, am I? Perhaps I should have proven her right. Perhaps I should have drained her dry when I had the chance. But I loved her, as deeply as a man has ever loved a woman, and I wanted nothing more than to bring our baby into this world and embrace my new role as a father. Perhaps what Luktov has come to her senses, for she refuses to come out of her room. We can have rational discourse about our future. I do not, however, return much hope. Imprisoned in my own home. While I slept, Luktov locked me in my own private chambers. She called to me through the doors, told me of her plan to escape with our unborn child. She means to keep my baby from me. When I get free, I will find the traitorous whore and rip the child from her very womb. Entry 8. 2 weeks. 2 weeks have passed since Luktov locked me in my quarters. Try as I might, I cannot free myself. I cannot breach the doors. If I don't feed soon, I feel I will go mad. Entry 9. Food, blood, 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 blood. I need it. I need blood. Need blood. Entry 10. So, like a wise woman, when she realized he was a vampire, she cut and run to save the child. I have discovered the journal of the Lord Leviticus. It does indeed contain information about Agranach Gromalog's birth, but proves he was the spawn of a vampire. Agranach won't be happy to hear this, but it is the proof he wanted. I must take the journal to him at the Imperial City Arena Bloodworks. Yeah, so she did the smart thing there and got her child away from this monster. And she also did Cyrodiil a great service by locking him up in here. It's interesting that he can't breach the doors. I wonder if at some point somebody had the foresight to see him for what he was, and then make sure that he couldn't escape if he ever needed to be locked up. It seems highly likely that something like that must have gone on here, right? Because he's a vampire, he has super strength. I'm sure ordinary doors he could just bash through like they were made out of cotton wool, so... You can go to the burial halls, you can check this out. I imagine somebody must have tampered with something for him to not be able to breach the doors. Now, be very cautious with these ghosts, because if you don't have a silver or special enchanted weapon, you cannot damage them at all. It just won't let you do it.
What's that?
Now, let's save up before we engage here.
What's that? Huh? Hello? Who's there?
That also looks like a vampire. Indeed. There are 2 more vampires down here. I will take the vampire dust because those are actually important later for a different quest. We may or may not use them for, depending on how I choose to handle it. There'll be some cheeky vampire hunters in the game later that we tasked with dealing with. And another quick note is if you have the unfortunate reality that you end up aggroing these ghosts, you're kind of up shit creek without a paddle, because if you decide to just cut and run, they will chase you to the absolute pits of hell. And I wonder if we can actually damage him with a steel sword or not.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, your attack has no effect. So now the cat's out of the bag, let's just quickly do a run around here and see what we can get.
Come to me, sweet flesh! Come to me, sweet flesh!
So we just contracted the vampire virus.
Take me down.
So let's quickly, go to our potions. And then we'll go to magic and our active effects. We have drain fatigue, but we do not have the vampire virus anymore, which is very good.
Oh! Whoa!
We definitely need to get the hell out of here, because we are taking all kinds of dick. Let's back that up a little. Get ourselves into a little bit of a better spot. In fact, let's go here. Do we have any potions of better healing? We do. Okay, now we're in a little better position. At least to take down the Timberwolf. I think there was a chest down here. The only other way to deal damage to ghosts, by the way, aside from chopping them up with a silver weapon, is to cast magic on them. So I could run back there and slowly use my mana to cast spells at them, but that's not really gonna be time efficient. So instead, we're just gonna run out of here as fast as possible and try and set them far enough away from us that they will just despawn out of the aggro. Of course, I went the wrong fucking way here. Which might cost us a little. Get around him real fast. Dip, duck, dive, and dodge. We'll close the doors we run into too, just to get a little more distance. Yeah, if you keep that disease on you and you don't take a potion of cure disease, if you wait too long, you will absolutely become a vampire. And then you get debuffed in the day and the game becomes miserable. There is a way to cure that inside the game's mechanically, but it's a long fuck around process that is not really worth your time to do. I would prefer not to become a vampire in this playthrough. You see, we're still aggroed with that ghost, even though we're very, very far away from him, so we just gotta get some distance to get him to despawn from the game's engine, and then we'll be fine. Takes a lot more distance than you would think, but it is possible. They just chase you for so long, it can be kind of tough to accomplish, but he'll leave us alone eventually. If you want to check if you're still aggroed or not, just press T, because it doesn't let you wait in combat, so. But yeah, I've had problems with aggro and those ghosts before where they just do not stop chasing me. They followed me pretty far across the whole map before. It's like they have super speed. We finally got him to despawn, you can tell because the music changed. So while we have the opportunity, let's zip on back to the arena and then we'll wrap that quest and wrap this episode. Oh, and every time you fast travel, by the way, if you get confused on where your horse is, when you fast travel to a city, it automatically puts your horse in the stables. So just go to whatever location you're in's associated stables and you'll find your horse just sitting there waiting for you. And we are going to tell Agranak the truth. I think he deserves to know his origins.
You've returned. So, have you been to Crowhaven? Have you... What's this? The Journal of Lord Leviticus? My friend, you've done it. This is wonderful news. The words of Lord Leviticus himself.
Eminent 3 to Blade Block and Athletics.
I believe I owe you something, eh? Here, let me show you these moves. Step like this. Now strike. All right, now parry. That's it. There you are. Some of the best combat moves you'll ever learn. You'll need them if you want to last more than 5 seconds against me in the arena. Now, let's see what this journal says.
Not great.
Interesting. But... Wait. Can this be? But, by Shinji, I'm the son of a vampire. I'm no gray prince. I'm the spawn of evil. I thought my father was a nobleman, not some blood-sucking monster. I can't... all a lie. A lie.
You see, we've kind of broken his identity by telling him the truth here.
The journal. My father's journal. It says I'm part vampire. I thought my father was a nobleman, not some blood-sucking monster. My whole life has been nothing but a lie. I'm no gray prince. I'm a vile, wretched spawn of evil. Please leave me. I can't...
And now, because we've done that, luckily for him, for the meantime, nobody challenges him because they're all afraid of him. But when we eventually challenge him for Grand Champion, he won't fight back. He'll just let us have our way with him, essentially, and take the L and let himself be killed. And that's just because he doesn't want to live as a monster, which is honestly quite commendable, really, right? I mean, good on him for not wanting to live like that. We just broke a lot of our repair hammers by doing that, but we also did just level up our armor again, so it was worth it in the end. Alright, so we got a level up in Pendant, so I think I'll fast travel to one location just quickly to rest instead of spending the gold inside the town here. We got a Treen camp, and nobody was really there, and I need to be over here to clean all this stuff up off camera anyway. We've cleared out Crowhaven, so now let's go to a Treen camp, and there's some just free beds hanging out right there. Perfect for our level up. Indeed, here they are. So let's take a good sleep. It is currently in the morning, so we'll go 10 hours. Get some daylight back on our side. And then here's the level up. You have ascended to level 5. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts. We will go 5 into strength for our carry capacity and our sword damage. And I've been trading off with these, so let's put some points into our magic abilities here, and then I guess we can go 3 into agility. That'll just increase the rate we get our speed back. But you know what? Let's do 3 into this instead. We'll get our endurance up a little more this time. I'm just leveling up our magico a little each time I get the opportunity to, just so we can have more of that healing spell over time, and if we run into anything else that could be a little useful, I'll just be casting that on and off. Alright everybody, that is the perfect spot to wrap this up. I'm going to go get some of these open world sections done, and then I'll see you all with the next episode. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out my Patreon in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Oblivion Remastered. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.